Welcome to Prime Veeds. In the next few minutes we shall be examining and reviewing 14 impressive and distinctive facts about horses that you probably never knew. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to my channel so you won't left out of our latest videos, and your subscription also earns the channel a better recognition by Google. Just tap the subscribe below. Hope you have done that. You are wonderful. Thanks a lot. 1. Horses cannot burp or vomit. The capacity to vomit is present in the majority of vertebrate animals, but horses have lost it over time. At the opening of the stomachs, they have a very powerful muscle ring called the cardiac sphincter. Any food that enters the stomach cannot leave again because of this structure. Additionally, horses' weak vomiting reflex is another factor in their inability to vomit. Additionally, they are physically unable to use their abdominal muscles to contract the stomachs and push food back up their esophaguses. The only time food can escape from a horse's stomach is if it ruptures, which usually results in death in horses. We have to be extremely careful about what we feed our horses because they cannot eliminate toxins from the bodies. Ensure that you are aware of what foods horses can and cannot consume. 2. Horses live 25 to 30 years on average. Domestic horses are living longer, healthier lives as equestrian care and veterinary medicine advance. Although the maximum age a horse can reach is still constrained by genetics, nutrition, and environmental variables. Ponies typically live longer than horses do, and many will survive past the age of 40. A few horse breeds, including the Haflinger, Appaloosa, Icelandic horse, quarter horse, and Arabian types, also have longer life expectancies than the general population. It's interesting that there isn't a single multiplier that can calculate a horse's age in human years. This is due to the fact that horses develop much more quickly up to the age of 3 and then more slowly as they age. To give an example, a horse is 18 years old in human years at age 3, 60.5 years old at age 20, and 110.5 years old at age 40. Fox Run Equine Center, source. 3. Humans and horses differ only in one bone. Horses have 205 bones in the skeleton, one less than humans, 206. Not every breed of horse, nevertheless, fits this description. Arabian horses only have 201 bones since they lack a pair of ribs, a lumbar vertebra, and a tail vertebra. 4. A horse's field of vision is nearly 360 degrees. Horses can see about 350 degrees in all directions due to the position of their eyes. This is over 4 times the distance we can see. Horses, however, have completely distinct perspectives from humans. They have a monocular field of vision of only 190–230 degrees, and can only see 55 to 65 degrees with both eyes. This indicates that the sense of depth and capacity to discern fine details is quite limited. Horses, on the other hand, have a remarkable ability to perceive motion, which has allowed them to persist for millions of years. They had the ability to flee immediately when a predator approached within sight. But horses will startle at almost any unexpected movement since they can't clearly distinguish moving shapes in the peripheral eyesight. 5. Horses are able to sleep either standing or lying down. Horses can completely unwind and sleep standing up because to a special evolutionary adaptation known as the stay mechanism. It is made up of several tendons and ligaments that bind and secure the stifle to the hop. Horses cannot move the knees independently of the hops for this reason. This unique talent is intended to provide horses the capacity to flee at the first sight of danger. To reach deep, ram, sleep and finish the sleep cycle. Individuals must still lie down for brief periods of time. Long-term lying down would impose too much strain on a horse's bones and internal organs. 6. Males normally have more teeth than females. Male horses frequently have 40 teeth while mares only have 36 because stallions and geldings are more likely to have wolf teeth. Approximately 70% of horses will grow wolf teeth between the ages of 5 months and 1 year, according to thehorse.com. But why are wolf teeth present in only some horses? Glennon Mays, a veterinarian, claimed that horses' ancestors were little browsers that lived in woodlands. The major sources of food were twigs and leaves, which they chewed thoroughly using the wolf teeth. However, when horses turned into grazers, the need for wolf teeth gradually decreased. Horse owners frequently remove these teeth when they are present because they can obstruct the bit and hurt the horse. Performance horses now do this on a regular basis. 7. Keratin makes up the hooves of horses. Horses' hooves are formed of keratin, the same protein that makes up our hair and nails. It is crucial that your horse has frequent trims because they are continually growing. This is crucial, especially for young horses, whose legs may become twisted and whose welfare may be jeopardized by neglected hooves. 8. Horses are able to recognize and interpret human emotions. In a study conducted by the Universities of Sussex and Portsmouth, it was discovered that horses have the ability to read human facial expressions and recall a person's past emotional state in order to modify the behavior. Horses naturally possess this skill since they are capable of making complex facial expressions. Smith and colleagues, 2016, found in a different study that horses' hearts beat faster when they saw angry human faces as opposed to cheerful ones. According to the study's findings, horses can recognize both positive and negative human facial emotions and become more anxious when viewing furious faces. 9. Within a few hours of birth, horses can run and walk. A newborn foal's survival in the wild depends on its ability to keep up with the herd. Horses have lengthy legs and completely developed hooves at birth because of evolution. Most newborn foals are able to stand up within 30 to 60 minutes after birth. Just contrast those skills with those of a newborn person. 10. Horses are able to breathe only through the noses. Horses cannot breathe through the mouths because they must use the noses to breathe. This is due to their epiglottis's location, which creates an airtight seal with the soft palate. The trachea cannot enter the horse's mouth, nevertheless, food can easily move from the horse's mouth to the esophagus. Air can leak from the trachea into the horse's mouth when specific situations, such as the dorsal displacement of the soft palate, occur. Poor athletic performance and audible breathing sounds are frequent outcomes of this. 11. Horses can't stay active for long on an empty stomach. There is a reason why horses spend 16 to 18 hours a day grazing. For the stomachs to work properly, food should be present at all times. A horse's stomach may already feel uncomfortable after a 1 to 2 hour fast. But horses who go without food for an extended period of time almost always acquire painful stomach ulcers. This is due to the fact that the stored stomach acid, which is supposed to digest food particles, will begin to harm the stomach lining. Make sure to give your horse plenty of turnout and fodder in his stable to avoid this condition. 12. Horses' eyes may move independently. The horse's eyes, which are positioned on either side of its head, can truly focus on two objects at once. This is a survival strategy to aid them in recognizing predators. Additionally, the horse's ears typically point in the same direction as its eye on the same side. The next time you are riding together, pay attention to your horse and decide for yourself. 13. The heart of a typical horse is over 10 times larger than ours. A human heart typically weighs only 10-12 ounces, 0.28-0.34 kilograms, whereas the average horse heart weighs 9-10 pounds, 4-4.5 kilograms. Racehorses have even larger hearts, and many racing legends credit the success to the large hearts. Secretariat, a horse, had a heart that weighed an incredible 21 to 22 pounds, 9.5-10 kilogram. Bafar Lap, another horse, had a heart that measured 14 pounds, 6.35 kilograms. If you are aware of your horse's body weight, you may quickly determine how heavy his heart is. According to research, a horse's heart weight's about 1% of his total body weight. 14. Among all land mammals, horses have the largest eyes. In terms of raw size, horses' eyes are larger than those of all other land mammals. Horses have eyes that are 8 times larger than ours. When compared to other breeds, Arabian horses have very big eyes. That is all for now. If you have any suggestions or comments, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel by pressing the button. See you in the next video.